Alright, and hey guys, it is me, Gutmuncher0, and I am working on my fish farm, which I've been working on with the help of my friends Great Tiger and Native Echo. And behold, it is a thing to wonder at. Now, this is working off of the principle of there's these water pads here, and the way they work is they're just big enough for a bucket of water. So you know how when you lay a bucket of water down, you pour a bucket of water block down on the ground. Here, let me get back out there. I don't know why I took that down. I wanted to show you this. But anyway, so basically this is a bucket of water on a platform, and then around the edges I put pack ice. And the fish are spawning in the water up here. See, there's a guy. And then they jump off. Now, I had to put this wall around here because they weren't just falling off. You know, sometimes they could jump off. And actually, they could jump really high off, and so they were getting over that first wall ended right there originally. But they could jump over that, so that was kind of interesting to find out. And so then they'd just be out here flopping around. The other thing we got going, do you see these guys over here? Let me see if I can show you these. So there's these guys over here, and they're just flying in the air right now. Now, as soon as he saw me and focused on me, then he could not fly in the air anymore. So I don't know if it's because they're out of range. And so they don't, you know, they're not updating because they're more than 32 blocks away. And so then they're just hanging there. But then they have to see you in order to drop, or sometimes they'll just spontaneously, I guess, get in focus and they'll drop. But most of them are just falling straight down. Now, the guys that are jumping over here, or the ones that are levitating, if they levitate not too far down, they'll just kind of like go laterally sometimes. So I put in a too wide layer of pack ice here. So any of the guys that jump off here and hit that, they'll hit the pack ice, they'll jump off, and they'll go down. So we're getting like 95% of the guys. Those guys that are just hanging there, sometimes they'll despawn because they never drop. And there's nothing I can do about that. That's totally a Minecraft problem, and it might just be because of the realm. I don't know. It might just be a realm issue. I don't really know. Since we're on a realm. Well, let me show you what we're doing down here. So basically what we did was, you know, the old farm, I basically tore the entire farm down. It was working, and it worked up until they had an update, and it was the one before the aquatic update. And I'm still working on this tower here. But what happens is whatever falls down, so you'll see these guys are just floating up there, and then eventually they'll drop. And I just have no idea what's up with that, Mojang. That's just bizarre. And so basically I put a wall up there that went up higher than the original floor up there. And then Great Tiger and I dug this all the way down. And we're at level 15 now, as you can see. Originally we were level 20 or 19, I think. And but the fish that were hovering there, when they would fall, they wouldn't die. So we had to keep going down until they were all dying. And what I've got here is these carts go and they pick everything up. And then as they come down, they cross over these hoppers. And so they drop stuff out in these hoppers. So every other time they come through, they're dumping into the hopper. They dump about 2 items. But that's fine because we're not getting like 1 million drops a second like we should be if this was the old version of Minecraft. But let's see, you'll see this stuff gets picked up. But see, those guys just updated and dropped, so that's cool. They might have seen me. I mean, I don't know why they update and suddenly will drop like that. And so the carts pick them up and then they bring them back here. So they start here so I can turn them off. They go out, come back, go back, come back, and then they get hit here, and then they reverse, and they do the same thing back to here. So eventually, like if I turn this off, then eventually they'll make that guy will make his way back here and stop. And I'm going to make this to where I can automate the on-off switch for the whole system with just one lever. And I think that'll be a good idea. I did that before on the prior version. So the idea here is we decided to do just a straight drop principle because that way when they spawn, when they fall, they die, and that immediately opens up a slot for another guy to spawn because we're only getting a few guys at a time, like 4, 5, 6 maybe, are like the most that we see spawning in here at a time. See, this guy's going to be nice and drop. There we go. Good job, dude. Good job, dude. Oh, you're one of the 5%, huh? Well, there you go. You're dead now. So anyway, it's working now. This was quite a lot of work. Tiger and I, this is Sunday evening. Tiger and I started on this Saturday morning, worked most of the day on it, and then this is, like I said, this is Sunday evening, and I've basically worked on this all day. But that included going to get pack ice, which is really far away, and that included, putting down all the rails and everything and doing those walls. So I think it's working great. I'll give you another update as soon as I get this all done and we have it all figured out. But we're getting materials out of it now. This is probably me being here for like an hour just working on this, putting up that thing up there. So, I mean, in terms of the old version or the Java version, like, this is nothing. But on the other hand, for Bedrock, I guess, especially on a realm, I guess this is pretty darn good. And mostly what I want out of this, obviously, is going to be the sea lanterns, because they're just invaluable. I love sea lanterns. And so, it'll keep me in sea lanterns. And it did take... in all, this took probably, 2 full days, 2 long weekend days. But I think it's totally going to end up being worth it. And like I said, I'm going to finish making this look a little less messy back here. We're going to put in a water tower going up here to feed everything up to the top. And then we'll put in a little bit of a sorter up there maybe. And then the nice thing is going to be, we can just come over here and hang out when nobody else is on. The one thing I will warn you, like, if you're going to do this project, if you're on a realm anyway, and somebody spawns in like 1,000 blocks away, that slows this down. It definitely does have an impact. But if they go in the nether, if they're working in the nether, then it speeds back up. So it is dependent on who's in the overworld, and as long as everybody was like in this general area, everything was going good. But when Echo went over to his base, it did slow down, which of course is just, there's nothing you can really do about that. See, this guy's going to be a floater, and he's probably actually going to succeed and go off the side there. So you kind of have to watch this farm. Now, I guess I could make this solid all the way down. But you do have to kind of watch this farm for that. And I do think that stinks. I wish that didn't. I wish that wasn't happening. And I have no idea what it is that's enabling that to happen. But anyway, if you had like 4 or 5 of those guys up there floating around, that would be it, man. You would not be getting any. You would not be getting any more fish because they would take up all the slots. I don't know. It seems like it was worth it. It seems like it's working well to me, and it seems like it was worth it. Let's go up here and surprise this guy. Hello, buddy. Time for you to die. Oh, you didn't die. Didn't you? Didn't you die? Didn't you die? You're embarrassing me in front of my friends. Come on and die. There you go. See, he was a good guy. I just had to explain it to him. But anyway, I hope you liked the video. If you did, please click like below, subscribe for more, and click on the little bell thing if you want to find out about... Oop, he's going to go. Jump. Jump, baby. No, don't float. Jump. Levitation is totally passe, dude. Nobody is levitating anymore. That's right. So hopefully in the next update they'll fix that levitation thing. See, and since that guy was levitating, he got far enough down that he didn't die when he dropped. So he's going to embarrass me too, isn't he? I don't know if I can shoot him. Boop. Did I get him? Nope. Ah, now you're dead. Success.